My name is Favor OBCK, and you're welcome to this session, our onboarding session. Let me clap for people. Let me clap for people. Let me clap for everyone here. I'm so proud to see everyone here, and I'm sure that at the end of today, you love this session, and then you know exactly what you are going into, and you're going to prepare and adjust your mind. This is 6:04. We at the Dison and ICT Academy are very strict with time. We don't joke with our time, so we'll just give 6:10. Once it's 6:10, we'll officially start. I will start the meeting officially, and then I'll tell you people what we are going to, be expecting from this program, and we'll lay the ground rules, and you get started. All right, 6:10 is the time. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Please do not leave. Hold your phones on your hands. All right, 6:10, please. 6:10. I see more persons are joining. Thank you all. Welcome. All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I can see the numbers are increasing astronomically. Please, can we drop our location you are joining from? let us know the location you are joining from. Drop it in the chat. I'll be in the chat. I'll be looking at the chat. Please drop the locations you're joining from. Just say my name is, you can say my name is so and so, joining from United Kingdom. You can say, please, I want to let's start dropping something in the chat. We have a few minutes, so please put up in the chat. I want to know where we are coming from, where we are coming from. This is cybersecurity. It is not related to one person. I hope we know where the chat is. Do we know where the chat is? Look by your right, something like that. You see a chat box there. So I'll send the chat so that those that don't know, you can see it. Aisha is joining from Lagos. Aisha, you're welcome. Aisha, you're welcome from Lagos. Sonia from Benin. Oh, Aisha, I hope you're not swimming to get home. I heard that a lot of things is happening in Lagos these days. Someone said that there are sharks in Lagos. Okay. I see Idowu from Port Harcourt. Welcome, Idowu. Okaku is joining from Abuja. Okaku, you're welcome. You're welcome. Emanuela Promotion. Congratulations. Welcome, Emanuela. Oh, Onu Destiny from Kaduna. Destiny, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, everyone. Please, we need more responses. I want to know where everyone is joining from. I want to know where everyone is joining from. It's going to be a privilege. I've not said mine. I'm joining from Lagos also. I'm joining from Lagos State. Right. So thank you, everyone. All right. This is 10 minutes past 6. So I think we'll kick off. All right. I've always said this. We are a sticker to time. We don't like wasting time. So, okay, let me see more responses are coming. Victor from Abuja. Victor Obiora Samuel. I see you. I hail you. Welcome. All right. So, without more further ado, I want to officially welcome you to this beginning and start of this program. This is called CyberOps Training Program. So CyberOps Training Program is a program that is hosted by Cisco. And you can see we are even using Cisco WebEx. So many of you that know Cisco, you know that Cisco is an American technology company that specializes in a lot of things. Cisco originally is known for networking, building networking materials. But these days, because they are an innovative company, they have also evolved. Apart from building popular switches, routers that we use that made networking popular or user-friendly, they have also evolved and they are now in the area of cybersecurity. So in this training, you will learn not just technical skills, but the major thing you will learn here is technical skills. But as your training is going on, there are also other salient but usually overlooked skills that you're going to get along the line, right? And then it's going to help you develop the mindset, right? The mindset of cybersecurity, and then the discipline. And one more important thing that you also need to function in this field is curiosity, right? So in cybersecurity, why is what we usually ask. So with this, I welcome everyone to this program. Before I progress, I would like to acknowledge some persons here. First of all, before we progress, I want to welcome the founder of this academy, right? The founder of this academy. He's here with us. He's just silent, observing, right? I have known him from the year 2016. He's a very ambitious person. So I know him very well. and over time, he has proven that he's someone that is a pillar in the tech industry. He's a graduate. I'm whispering this thing to you guys. Don't say it outside. He's the best graduating student in his time. All right. Okay, I know you will not hear this. He was the best graduating student when he was in the university. Did excellently well, perfectly well, and the founder is no other person than Mr. Obi Nawachuku. Please, please let us appreciate him. Let us appreciate him with our reactions. Our Please let's appreciate him, Mr. Obi Nawachuku. Mr. Obi, please, hello sir. Please, can you just hail us small, just for like 2 minutes.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so
Okay,
much. You are all highly welcome to this great session. Thank you so much.
you're welcome, sir. We really appreciate your time coming here. Mr. Obi Nawachuku, like I said, is the founder of this academy. And I will say this one thing I know about him to succeed. I have seen him stand, and yeah, he influenced me great lot. So another person that's of great importance here is one of our admins here, Mr. Henry Eze. Mr. Henry Eze is you know, I will say this: there are people that you don't see, right? But they are the ones that are the prime movers. So Mr. Henry has always been in the background, has always been moving. How is this program going to be successful? How are we going to procure your onboarding? Everything. Taking sleepless nights, taking a lot of hits, and he has been able to make this a success. Mr. Henry is here. I don't know if he's on the call. Mr. Henry, are you here with us? Please just say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone. Good evening, wherever you're coming from. I really appreciate and God bless everybody.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Henry. We are also appreciative of your efforts. Um, we are happy to have you here also. Also, I don't know, is Mr. Joshua here? Mr. Joshua, one of our senior men. So Mr. Joshua is a cybersecurity expert. I'll call him a cybersecurity expert. He's not more of a generalist, but when you talk with him about cybersecurity, you hear depth, you hear insights, right? Is Mr. Joshua on this call? Hello, Mr. Joshua. I thought I saw him some time ago. Okay, and last but not the least is me. You should clap for me now. It's me, right? My name is, let me introduce myself. My name is Favor OBCK. I've been in cybersecurity space for over 7 years now, and I specialize in the general aspect, but I'm also into ethical hacking. So you are looking for something to break, you're looking for somebody to break something. I'm your go-to person, but it does not mean that I'll break things without reason. All right, thank you, everyone. I'll do a brief introduction of the company, of the institute you found yourself. We're going to talk a bit about our vision, then we'll talk next about the course you are about to do. I'm going to throw more light in the course you're about to do. I have trained students on not only this course, I have also trained students on courses on like CCNA. I have also trained on web development before. So I believe I'm an authority in a way to also teach and also explain. So I want to we'll talk about this. We'll talk about the discipline necessary for this course, talk about the tools you need and everything. And at the end of the day, we'll be able to close with something that gives you hope and gives you insight. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are the kind of person that you are still unsure of your career path in cybersecurity, maybe as you start and you are consistent with this program, at the end of maybe 2 months max, 3 months max, you will have a direction. Yeah, most of us we started without any form of encouragement, not knowing what we're doing. But today we're able to steer ourselves with consistency. Consistency is key, right? We're able to steer ourselves with consistency, and we are where we are. All right, so let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Hold on. So you tell me when you can see my screen. Okay. Please tell me if you can see my screen. Just say you can see my screen in the chat. Uh, please, can you see my screen? Let me see
Yes, we
your
can see it.
response.
We
Okay.
can see your screen.
Correct. All right. So welcome once again. This is this on ICT Solutions and Academy. This course is free, uh, and our location is at Nsukka, Enugu State. So who are we? So we specialize in delivering world-class ICT solutions and industry-relevant training programs. That's what we specialize in. And point I should note, I should also tell you this: most of your instructors are certified. Like me, I'm certified. So if you want to know where my area of specialty certifications I hold, you can just check me out on LinkedIn. Just write my name, Favor OBCK. You see me on LinkedIn. If you see the one that works with Globalcom, yeah, that's me. You see me on LinkedIn. You can check out the certifications. We are certified. So, and these are things we practice in daytime. So if I'm going to office tomorrow, I'm sure going to work on cybersecurity. I'm sure going to work on incident response. I'm also going to work on maybe a bit of breaking into system testing a web app to know how strong it is. That's what we do. We are devoted to empowering the next generation of whether it's data professionals, whether it's software developers, cybersecurity experts, and also the ever coming and ever evolving AI that is also going on. So please, we are not a non-governmental organization. So not everything we do is free. But however, from time to time, we give out free things because for us, giving back to the society is part of our corporate social responsibility. So what we offer, the major things we offer, if you want to learn about data analysis, we can help you, channel you through the right path. We have experts on that. Networking and cybersecurity, yes, we also have experts on that too. Advanced simulation, you are in university, you want to learn how to use um, console, AutoCAD, Autodesk to make 3D computer aided designs. We are there. And also you want to do things with computing, numerical computing using MATLAB. We have people that have years of experience that can guide you and also teach you. So these are our major offerings, major areas we work on. Also, our mission will help to also innovate and employ, fostering employability. So not just employability, you could wake up one day and say you want to build something for yourself. That's part of the things you are going to learn while you're working with us. Building tools, building skills. And then you build the service, you find the problem, and then you solve the problem. I think that's where the world is geared towards now. So it's part of our mission. While we are innovating, we're also fostering employability. Also, our vision, where we see ourselves, we want to lead ICT excellence beyond in Africa and beyond, right? So, we want to be a leading hub for ICT excellence, and especially in the area of cybersecurity, we have certain things that are coming up very soon. Let me not spill the beans. Let me just leave it there for now. So, here you learn your skills, you build solutions, you create innovative and industry-ready projects, and also the business aspects could also be involved. Then we also drive digital impact and long-term change. So as we are building this our digital future, of course, everything is digitizing now. We are having there's a new emerging technology. I'm trying to remember the name they call it. Internet of Things. Internet of Things, whereby you see people do, hey Siri, you could talk and then you could watch, you could stay in your office, you could watch your house, do a lot of things. That is it. So these things, by the time we've given you trainings on this, and we've given you projects that simulate real life, you discover that we'll be able to, play on the big field, and it will also make you to be relevant in the global space. So why should you choose us? Why should you choose us? We pride ourselves in being one of the key leaders that can help you earn industry certifications. So I was speaking to a younger colleague who is trying to get up into the cybersecurity space, and he told me, "Oh, I've mastered a lot of things." I said, "Yeah, it's good to master a lot of things, but if you don't have the certifications to show for it, it's going to be a problem for you, because employers cannot trust you." So, for example, the CyberOps certification, which you will get at the end of this training, that is if you follow through to the end, plus the certificates that will be given to you, is given to you from Cisco. And if Cisco gives you a certificate and you present it anywhere, man, you're a big shot, right? I think people that have CCIE, earn over 100K per year, 100K dollars per year. They earn over that. So if you understand Cisco certifications, you know that you are in for something big, practical experience. So we don't just tell you that the pillars of cybersecurity, for example, are the CIA triad, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We'll show you something practical. We'll show you something that, confidentiality has been broken. You're able to do something practical and see that confidentiality has been broken. You're able to do something practical to see that integrity has been broken. You also do something practical, availability. If it is in networking, we have projects for you. Not just dummy projects that model real life situations. If it is in data analysis, a lot of them are there. So by the time you're able to do these things, when you get on the job, you're able to apply those skills. And then mentorship. If you want to get a one-on-one training, those packages are also available. So welcome you to join us in our journey to shape the future, right? Want to join us in our journey to shape the future. All right. So does anyone have any question to ask before I proceed? Any question? I'm looking at the chats. Someone saying something? Someone saying something? Hold on. Okay. Okay, I believe it's clear. It's clear. Okay, let's so we're going to talk about what we are going to gain as we learn together, because it's not only the learners that gain something. It's not only the learners that gain something at the end of the day. We as the teachers, we gain also, right? We gain better ways of handling certain problems. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so let's look at what we're going to gain, what this training is all about. So this CyberOps Associate Training. So this is a comprehensive journey into, you're going to learn how to be good in security operations. For those of you that want to join SOC, maybe you want to join as SOC level 1, level 2, or subject matter expert. Your journey begins now. So you learn how to design the security operations center, the things that are found in security operations center, also how to defend, maybe how to create alerts for signatures. As you get into the course, you will see that. And then also incident response, the proper way to respond to incidents when they happen. So let's set in the stage. Why? So I believe the why is also very important. Remember, I've said earlier, that when you're starting anything, the why always defines the journey for you. The why always define the journey for you. If you know the why, at least you know that getting to your journey is going to be very easy. Okay, so cyber ops is in high demand. I've said that before. Anywhere in the world you find yourself, you have a cybersecurity training, you have cybersecurity experience, you are sure a hot cake, as we call it in Nigeria. And then also you should know that cyber threats, they have no borders. Neither do these skills. So your skills is not bound by your country. I currently consult or work for a company in UK. From Nigeria here, I work from the comfort of my room. A company in UK. Yeah, I work for them. And this is not the first time I'm getting a job like that. I've gotten jobs that extend beyond Nigeria. Why? Because my skill is a global skill. So you need to know why you're doing it. Also, you can grow here. Your career growth, the areas are endless, especially with AI coming in now, right? Career growths are endless. By the time you start doing something in SOC, because of how vast the field is, you discover that you are learning something in cloud. You discover that you're learning something in DevOps. You discover that you're learning something in another area. Before you know it, you have a broad and a widening scope of things, right? That is why you need to put your head into this cyber ops. Please note that at the end of this, that you only get a certificate. You get a NetAcad certification, right? A NetAcad certification. Don't worry, you will know more about that. So what you will need for this course, will you need? Your laptop. You will need a laptop. Your laptop should have a minimum of 4 gig RAM, right? And 256 gig space, whether it's SSD or HDD, you need it. You need a reliable and fast internet connection. Please, fast internet connection. And also, your own personal study, you need to at least 5 hours per week is not too much to demand from anybody. And the reason why we are demanding 5 hours per week is because while we'll guide you, while you get into the LMS and you are taking your training and whatever, you should know that your own study is going to be what will help you get concepts better, right? I know some persons want an instructor. That's fine. That's okay. We are here for you. We are going to teach you, train them, help you, and guide you. However, you still have to do some work. And 5 hours per week is not too much to demand. Someone like me, for the level of training, 20 hours per week is not, I study more than 20 hours per week, but I'm not demanding that of you. Please, 5 hours per week. And then we'll get to, guide you and explain the major concepts. And the last thing you will need from you, okay, I've said it, is zeal to learn and think like a defender. Please ask questions. Send in our group chat a question. One of our instructors will answer you. If I'm not around, someone else will answer you. Now, how does your training journey start? You will master the foundations. You will master how network breathes. So we'll do a deep dive into Windows and Linux operating systems, teach you about Ethernet protocol, TCP, and other protocols that move globally, like ICMP. Maybe we'll talk about POP3. POP3, that's post office protocol. SMTP, we'll talk about that as we go on. We'll see protocols that are used globally. Then we're going to talk about threats, right? You have to know the enemy. To defend, you have to know the enemy. But above all, you have to know yourself. But then we'll talk about it later. To defend, you must know the enemy. So we have to analyze malware. We're going to use tools here. Tools like Wireshark. There's this tool that's used by Linux by default. All those tools, as we get there, we'll use them. analyze social engineering techniques, see how attackers are able to employ social engineering techniques and insert malware along the way. Then we'll talk about how do you now defend it. So in process of defending, we'll learn cryptography, learn endpoint protection, and then talk about critical incident response models that are used in live SOC environments. So the phase one, in phase one, I'm going to talk about operating system. So here I'm going to talk about Windows operating system, Linux operating system. So let me just say this for a start. Okay, while you will meet that in the course, but please, you will need to have a virtual box, installed in your machine. Though there's already the raw file for you to install it and all that, but a virtual box should be installed in your machine. So we'll talk about networking protocols. You understand the IP header and all that is around UDP protocols, DHCP protocols, DNS protocols. You understand how they are and why they work the way they work. Then you also talk about how to verify network health using the ICMP, the ping, and the trace route. Then we'll talk about infrastructure generally, how topologies, routers, and switch influence traffic flow and inherent security. Then the next stage, we're now going to look at how the threat landscape is. We're going to talk about common attacks that we see, right? Analyze malware, tools to analyze malware. We're going to do that. We're also going about how to recognize social engineering. Very, very important. So there was a company I worked for, right? A company I worked for, they came one day and then just said, then I was still a newbie, I didn't know much. Then they said that they are doing a training on how to social engineering. Don't click any link, they were telling us things like that. Do you know that after that, our company simulated a real social engineering attack? And everybody that clicked the link had to go and take that course again, take that training again. It was a tough process because the training was very boring, right? Very boring training. People were literally sleeping. But if you failed the exam, and the exam was a live practical, social engineering tactic, people that clicked it had to go and start again. Also, we'll talk about vulnerabilities. We'll explain what vulnerabilities are. Vulnerabilities are inherently different from certain weaknesses, but we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about how do we defend against all these things we've seen? How do we defend against the threats? Right? We've seen our weaknesses, we've seen threats. We want to look what are the opportunities we have to defend against this thing. One of them is cryptography. We're going to talk about types of cryptography, whether it's MD5, SHA-1, SHA-2, and the one that is majorly used for passwords, Bcrypt. We want to talk about them. Talk about concepts like salting and all that. Then we'll talk about access control. So one of the things, sometimes hackers don't usually break in, they just log in, right? Like somebody comes in and sees that somebody kept sensitive information somewhere. He just takes the password and log in. And you say they hacked it. They didn't hack it. So, access controls. We'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about endpoint protection. Endpoint protection, how to protect your phone. Your phone is an endpoint, your laptop's an endpoint, how to protect it. And then implement intrusion prevention and sandbox. Then the next phase, operations and response. So this phase is now saying, what if after all our efforts, there is a breach? Because we cannot be 100%. So how do we know that this breach has happened, and how are we going to be able to consistently monitor and prevent it? If it has happened, how can we trace it and know where it comes from? This is what we are all working here. The SOC, what we're going to do in the SOC. Network monitoring. We have to know how to read end-to-end network logs to evaluate security alert effectively. Threat intelligence. We use live intelligence sources to hunt down and locate active threats, right? Then digital forensics. So we're going to analyze intrusion events. We have the diamond model and the cyber kill chain. We'll explain that. Then we also have the incident response. So we want to apply industry standards, right? So you don't have to create your own standard. There's no need for that. You have to use the ones that have been tested and trusted industry standard to manage, contain, and recover from life breaches. So that's the last phase. So with this, your journey to CyberOps associate training starts now. Thank you all. Please, any question? I'm open to questions. I'm open to questions. Ask your questions. If you have anything that you want clarity on, I will answer them. If I can't answer them, I have my leader here. He has answers to every question. So please, if you want to ask any question, you can raise up your hand. You can raise up your hand. Questions are needed now. Questions.
I think somebody is asking a question in the chat session.
Okay. I didn't see the question. Is he a direct message? Okay. What are the prerequisites for this course? This is listed as an intermediate course in NetAcad. So I was wondering if there are things we need to know beforehand. Okay. So I mentioned the prerequisites, right? That's why. Okay, I get your point. It's an intermediate course. It's not a beginner level course. Okay, Hamad asked that question. So let me know if I could ask you a question. So Hamad, are you a complete beginner? Let me know. I want to know your level of beginner, but then that's why you have us here. So I don't know if Hamad can verify that. Hamad, can you mute your mic and just say something? Let me know.
No,
Are you a complete
yeah.
What's your level? Let me know. Are you
What I'm saying is that I'm not a complete beginner.
okay?
I have been working in the software engineering industry for about 5 years, and I was,
Okay.
thinking of transitioning to cybersecurity.
Okay. This you work in the software
That's my goal here.
development
So
industry. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think you need
yeah.
you need to go and learn one new thing, because most of the concepts we'll be talking about will not be foreign to you. The major thing here is that we're going to go in a bit technical into infrastructure, right? This is still an intermediate level. It's still an intermediate level training. It's not advanced. So if it were advanced, I would have said, oh, maybe this is not the best. But intermediate, since you already have experience, I don't think you should have a problem here. You have a laptop. If you have a laptop and all the specification of the laptop, I don't think you have a problem. Is that okay?
Yes,
I
thank
think
you.
he got that. Yeah. You're welcome. We ask, with this course, can one use the qualification to apply for job? Okay, maybe there's a problem with the way the English was. Yeah, you can apply for jobs. Yeah, you can apply for jobs. See, one thing about cybersecurity is this. When one mistake we made when we started was that we're not making use of social media. So one thing I tell people is that application for jobs automatically, getting this certification automatically might not translate into you getting a job. Now, that's a caveat. What we do, or what people do, is as you go through these trainings, you make yourself visible, right? Make use of social media. Any new thing you learn, put it. Employers are not looking for certifications only. Employers are looking for, do you have proof of what you have done before or what can be done? I hope that's clear. Do you have proof of what has been done? So this certificate is one. It can get you a job. However, what cements it is what the employers see about you. So maybe while you are learning this, getting this training, you also have to be checking other things like your social media, You go to LinkedIn, you post what you've achieved, you post what you learned. My training today, we're taught about this. We did something practical on this. We're able to use Wireshark, we're able to use Wireshark to, see how traffic came from this point to this point. As well, from the Wireshark trace, we're able to see what the attacker did to gain access into the system, right? Or today we're able to see logs from, let's assume it's a Windows logs. We're seeing failed login. We saw failed login in quick succession. We saw like 50 failed logins in 1 minute. 50 failed logins. A human being cannot fail his password 50 times in 1 minute, right? 50 failed logins in 1 minute, and on the 51st time it was successful. So meaning somebody was testing the password. You get it? So these are the things you can put up there, and then you get your higher chances of getting jobs and apply for jobs and sure get them. Who is that clear? Is that clear? Any other question, please? Anything you are not
Please,
clear on?
I've been raising my hand. Please, I want to ask.
Sorry, I didn't know. I apologize. Please go
No
on.
problem.
Please go on.
No problem, bro. Okay. I think the first question someone asked, I think I'm more interested in getting an answer from you. I don't know if you addressed it, but I want to find out, is it a good one? Like he said, is there anything, or is it something beginners have to go and learn, or because it's not like a beginner stuff? So for somebody who is not inclined in cybersecurity yet, and all these other digital aspects, and the person is joining this class, is it like a no for the person? Okay, just look at the term you use now, something wire and all that, and this person is a novice. Is this going to be like uh, you're going to sit at the back and just watch people learn? What do you think the person should do? Someone who is a complete beginner and the person is here.
Okay. So this training is termed intermediate for some reasons, right? So as an instructor that has gone through the course, I can verify. I can still say that a beginner can take it, right? A beginner can take it. However, because the knowledge gap is not going to be all that much. So, are you asking for yourself or for someone else? Let me know. Oh, his mic is not it. So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. So, if it's for
I'm
your,
not asking.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
asking
go
for
on.
myself. I'm actually asking for a friend who is interested and joined. I
Okay.
think she's on transit now, so she couldn't join this in.
What's the background like? Let me know.
And nothing. We were all working in the bank at some point, but
You worked in the bank, so you can be
yeah,
able to
but
relate with you can be able to relate with many concepts we'll talk about here.
even her, but I don't know. So I'm just saying she has not done outside the bank. I don't think she has done anything related to this. That's why I'm asking. I'm sure if she's here, she would have
So
asked the question.
yeah, okay, yeah. I love this because it's even easier for somebody that has worked in the industry to relate,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I remember when I was still a bit new to this. What helped me was that I worked in an industry whereby I was seeing all these things in real life. So, for example, in my office where I worked in, which I know is the same thing in banks, there's badge access control. What I mean badge access control is you carry a badge, you must put your badge before one scanner before you enter. Am I
Exactly.
lying?
Very
Exactly. So these are part of things you will see here. So why I'm saying this is that as an instructor, I've trained people on this course before. I still believe the person can take it. But remember, the only caveat there is that you have to have a zeal to learn. Keep asking questions. If you don't understand, ask questions. That's why we're here. All right? Through your
all right.
questions. Maybe you saw something about Windows Defender the other day and you are wondering why it's like that. Please ask questions. I think one of the major challenges people might face is installation of virtual box and all that. We're here. We'll guide you step by step. Any issue you have, bring it up. We'll solve it for you.
Thank
Is
you,
that
sir.
clear? All right. So please, any more questions? If you're raising up your hand, I might not see you. I apologize. I apologize. I might not see you. I don't know what's happening. So please, you might just unmute your mic and ask your questions. This is 6:48. Remember, we are sticker to time. I want us to be done with 6:55.
I have a question. Thank you.
Okay, go on.
Yes, good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Just wanted to find out, I know there's a certificate at the end of it. I wanted to know if there's going to be an independent,
You want to know what?
if it's going to be an independent examining body, it's going to be like a Cisco, or will be examined by you, and then we'll do one by Cisco, and do we have to pay anything? I might have missed that if you had explained it.
No. You will not pay anything. First of all, first question, you will not pay anything. Cisco NetAcad is going to be the one examining you.
Okay.
However, we might decide to give you a pre-exam to prepare you for what you see ahead.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So no penalties for any of. If we give an exam, no penalties for that.
Okay.
But Cisco NetAcad is the one going to examine you.
Okay.
So you have to prepare to pass it.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
this may be approximately like 4 months, right? Going by the 5 hours per week.
Yeah. We plan to cover this in 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
please,
you.
please, I hope this class will be recorded. The classes will be recorded. So for us.
Well, I think it's recorded. Hold on. Let me ask my boss. Excuse me, sir. Is it recorded?
Yes, everything is on record.
Okay. Thank you, sir. God
Okay.
bless you, sir.
You're welcome.
Please, any more questions? So
Yeah,
let me say this.
excuse
Someone
me.
wants to say something. Go on.
I just wanted to,
Yeah.
mine is a simple question. I just wanted to ask if we'll be having classes every day.
Oh, no. I want to talk about your classes. It's not possible. You can't have classes every day, right? Okay. So we are going to. Well, how is going to go? We plan. We're going to still send the class schedules to you all, but here's how it works, right? There are about on the portal there are about 28 modules for you to complete before you take your final exam, and in between those modules there are also what they call exam checks to take, right? So you are going to take about 28 modules. So what we're going to do is that, at least, I'm not sure, we'll send you the schedule, but we're going to have classes twice a week, right? Twice a week. I'm sure Saturday is going to be one of those days. 6 p.m. Nigerian time. I don't know. Excuse me, sir. Is Mr. Joshua here? I wanted to confirm.
Yes, I think Joshua is on the call. Hello, Joshua.
Oh, Joshua, we introduced you earlier. You weren't here. I don't think I'm not seeing him here. Is he here?
Hello, Mr. Joshua.
Oh,
Maybe network has kicked him out again. He was on the call.
again. Okay. So Joshua is one of our instructors. Very experienced young man. He has a lot to teach. So I think Joshua will be handling the Saturday classes, while I will handle the other class, which would either be on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So as we roll out, because this is going to be should be a 16-week program, as we roll out the plan, you will see your start date and your expected finish date with that. Please, 5 hours a week. You just take your time, study the modules. Please, it's not in how fast you can cover up the modules, right? If you can go faster, no problem, but it's in your understanding of the underlying concepts. is in your understanding of the online course. Where we'll take our time to explain everything to the barest minimum for you. Okay, so latest by tomorrow you should get a rollout plan on how the classes are going to go. Maybe we'll be taking 2 modules per week so that we can be able to complete within the letter. And we're also going to maybe along the line, we might also along the line group you guys into a group and give you people something to do as a team. We are looking forward towards that. We should give you a capstone project. We're also looking at that also. So, and it's going to work as a team. We want to see how efficient you can do. You understand the concept, but that does not override the fact that we are going to also teach you people personally. Is that clear?
Hello, Mr. Favor.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think there are some questions in the chat session. Let's see if we can just quickly go through some of them before.
Okay, sir. Please, I can't see those questions. I don't know why
okay,
my own.
let me read the chat.
Okay, yeah, go on, sir.
You say, how is the practical class going to be? That is from Philip.
Oh, Philip is asking how the practical class is going to be. So, the practical is already there on the portal. There are a lot of practicals to do on the portal. However, we are going to create our own custom practical classes that will touch a lot of things. So, like one of the practical classes I will give you, when we're talking about when we want to talk about attacks, I think I will have one of the practical classes that would demand you to test for. Should I spill the beans? Let me not spill the beans before you go and prepare for me. Okay, but then the test for some kind of attacks, maybe SQL injection, just give you something simple to test out to see how effective these attacks are in real life. Right. So, but aside the practical class, as you are going through the modules, there are practicals that are there. Enough practicals. By the time you do them, you'll be practically okay. Especially with Wireshark, you'll be practically okay. And then actually with navigating around the Linux terminal and all that, I assure you, you'll be practically okay. Is that clear, Philip? Please, I can't see another question. I don't know why my questions are not showing. Please, if there's any question I've not answered, please.
Okay, let me read it.
Yeah.
So this person is asking what is the duration of the course,
Okay.
and how long each phase is going to last.
It's going to last.
I think the question has been answered.
I think yeah, it has been answered. Yeah. Someone who's a novice in cybersecurity, I think we've answered that one too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm seeing the question now. Somebody says on VBox statement. So the exact distro you will use is already there. Is on the module. So no need to use WSL. No need to use Windows subsystem for Linux. I think that's Nigel Mashayamombe. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrongly. So it's already the model, the exact you're using Kali Linux is already there. You say between any two classes, we would have the opportunity to practice what we've learned and maybe to experiment with things on our own. How will we ask questions for help during that time if we get stuck? Yeah, you have a WhatsApp group, right? You have a WhatsApp group. Just send a screenshot. I type this command, it did not work. Send a screenshot, upload it. Someone will answer you. That's hammered. Please, am I still missing any question? We have 2 more minutes left.
I think that is all.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. It's an opportunity meeting you all. I've met many persons like this, and our relationship is still going very well. All right. So I believe at the end of this class, when some of you start getting $1 million jobs, $1 million contracts, you remember me, right? Okay, nobody's saying anything. Okay, Hamad will remember me. I trust Hamad. I trust you.
I will
I
remember
trust
you.
Okay.
Surely I will remember you.
I remember you.
All right. All right. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. All right, thank you. Expect the full plan by tomorrow. Thank you all and God bless you.
You too. Take care.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Hope we are going to see the video on the WhatsApp group. Please.
They will share it. They will share it.
Yes.
Share it.
Yes, you're going to get it.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Nice having you. So we'll continue on the discussion in the WhatsApp group. Please, if there's any question, feel free to ask. The admin, the instructors, we are all there to attend to you. So see you in class.